Welcome to CBS Sports HQ. I'm Jenny Dell. He is Chris Hassel. Now we are inching closer to regular season NFL football, meaningful games. But until then, we've got practices and preseason. We've got to figure out who's going to make the team, getting cut, all the good stuff.
And who can stay healthy, right? I mean, Tom Brady lost his center, Ryan Jensen, for potentially the whole season last month. Yeah. Today there was, they were holding their breath at Bucs camp because Ryan Jensen's backup, the new starting center, was carted off the field at the end of practice.
Not something you want to see.
But the reports out of there, just cramps. You get a cramp, it feels like you got shot.
Really?
So just cramps for Robert Hainsey. Tom Brady, boy, this could have been different had the offseason played out the way the Dolphins had hoped. Brady could have been a member of the Dolphins. Could have been Sean Payton, the head coach there in Miami. Those two teams, Bucs, Dolphins, with a joint practice today ahead of their preseason matchup this weekend. Instead, the Dolphins have a battery of Tua and Mike McDaniel as quarterback and head coach. And McDaniel asked about that Dolphins thing today.
For me, nothing happened. Everyone else is the one making it awkward. That doesn't occupy a single iota of space with anybody. It's hard enough to be good in this league. We're as the Miami Dolphins, we're very all of our energy is very coordinated and only has to do with us getting better, and everything else would be an opportunity cost that we're not willing to expend.
Had to give up a first and a third round pick next year for that the tampering and trying to get Tom Brady. Maybe it was worth it. You go after the GOAT. Times you miss. Dolphins Buccaneers began their joint practices today. Cowboys and Broncos tomorrow, and then a bunch more next week. 16 joint practices scheduled throughout the next couple of weeks.
All right, by all accounts, Trevor Lawrence has looked great in Jags camp. Now, remember, Lawrence was, that once-in-a-lifetime prospect when he was drafted, and then all the chaos of 2021 happened, Urban Meyer being a big part of that as well. And then you also have Travis Etienne. He was expected to be, a big play threat after being selected in the first round last year, but a foot injury cost him his rookie season. So now healthy, all eyes will be on the back there. Now, Jaguars coach Doug Peterson, he sat most of his starters in last week's Hall of Fame game. The plan will change, though, for the second preseason game on Friday against the Cleveland Browns. Take a listen.
For him, it's important, but also for the offense, right? I mean, it's a new scheme. You got new faces, new people out there that he's working with, and new center. So just seeing all of it put together, and just want to have some crisp plays, some good execution, and try to score a few points and get them out.
Score a few points. That's the goal, right? Of course, Trevor Lawrence going to get that start in this preseason game. And you look at this duo from Clemson. They made a ton of big plays together in college. They're ready to do it at the NFL level for the first time, and all eyes will be on them when it comes to that. Quick note for Friday's game. Starting running back James Robinson is one of the only first-team players. He's not scheduled to play, still recovering from an Achilles injury. All right, the countdown continues. 29 days until the NFL season starts officially. The New York Giants moving to a new phase of preparation this season. Tomorrow night, they face the New England Patriots in their first preseason game. New year, fresh start, new head coach in Brian Daboll. And we're hoping it's a better start than the way that they ended things last year. I mean, this was terrible. They were the first team since 1984, since the Vikings, to lose their final 6 games, all by double digits.
Yikes.
So anything's got to be better than that, right?
You would think.
You would think. And if the Giants want to turn things around, it may just be a job for Saquon Barkley, presented by Jiffy Lube. For Barkley, ACL tear ended his 2020 season early, and then that fluky sprained ankle he suffered after, a whistle effectively ruined last season for him. In 4 games, though, before that last season's injury, Barkley averaged 80 yards from scrimmage. He had 3 touchdowns despite playing 2 top 10 run defenses and seeing limited workload coming off that major surgery. So what exactly does that mean for this season? Well, here's our Jamie Eisenberg on Barkley's fantasy draft stock.
Saquon Barkley in round 2 is one of the best picks I think you can make in that round because I think you got the upside to get a top 5 running back. We're going to see the Giants offense probably struggle a little bit early on, but I think once things start to click for them, Saquon Barkley will start to look maybe like his rookie self, hopefully like his second-year self. We don't want to see anything else past that, but I think he has the potential to get back to being a 2,000 total yard guy, should be the catalyst of this offense, going to be a weapon out of the backfield for Daniel Jones, and I think we'll see a guy that has a chance to get back to fantasy prominence. So very excited about Saquon Barkley's outlook this season. Let the Giants stink in the training camp part that you're looking at right now. Let them stink in the preseason because once the season starts, once Brian Daboll's offense starts to get going a little bit, I think Saquon Barkley will certainly live up to the expectations of what he once was as a premier fantasy running back.
Jimmy Eisenberg never straying away from the truth right there. Stink. You look at Saquon's projections for this upcoming season, and of course, Eisenberg talking about that rookie year. He topped 2,000 yards, 90 catches, while scoring 15 touchdowns as a rookie. They're hoping that they get a little bit of that back. Right now, the projection for 887 rush yards. I mean, I think everyone and all Giants fans would be happy if they're able to have that output out there on the field.
Healthy.
I mean, that's the big thing. And then I guess when it comes to football, it's all about health. You take a look at these PPR rankings when it comes to running backs in general, and there's some high projections for Saquon there. Number 12 on the list. I mean, that's still pretty impressive when you see what he's been through the last few seasons.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.